Hello again, everyone. Today I'm making a different video. I'm going to show how to get Morrowind working in Linux. And when I mean working in Linux, I don't mean with wine, I mean natively. There's some really cool things I'm going to show everyone today, so let's get started. Alright, so as you can see, I am running Arch Linux, and I will prove that really quick. Alright, there we go. And now I will show Morrowind working. There's my character that I used in the video last time. I got 100 acrobatics, so I kind of fly. And I use full glass armor. But besides that, let's see how to install it. Alright, and for the purposes of this video, I will be using VirtualBox. I did an Antergos fresh install on this virtual machine, so it is Arch based. It was just quicker to set up than Arch. So let's full screen this. Let it adjust. Here we go. Okay. So if you're on Arch Linux, this is right in the regular repositories. So let's go ahead and download what we want. What we're looking for is openmw. It's an engine created, well, it's an open source engine created so you can play Morrowind on modern hardware without any of, well, not without any of the bugs, but without a lot of bugs, and the game just runs smoother. It also runs natively on Linux, which is very nice. When I'm not recording, I easily get 60 frames per second with mods. It also has an editing, or an editor, and it also has some very cool mod organizing. So I will get into that in another video about configuring and mod organizing, but for now let's just install it and get Morrowind working. So first we need to get openmw. And that is the download size. And if you're not on Arch Linux, I will still show you how to download it. This also works on Windows, I'm pretty sure Mac, and every Linux distribution ever. So we need to go to their website. The website is openmw.org, and we're going to go to the downloads page. Right, and when you're here, you can find your Linux distribution or Windows, and apparently OS 10. I didn't know that. It's pretty easy for Ubuntu. I'm pretty sure you just add the PPA and install. Yep. And Arch Linux, like I said, it is in the community repository. Now, if you try running this without Morrowind installed, you're going to have a bad time. It's just not going to work. So you have to install Morrowind. Now, there's two ways to do it. Well, three ways. One, if you have the Morrowind installation CD, which is probably the easiest. Two, you can use Wine, a Steam Wine install, and install Morrowind. But we're not going to use Wine, so we'll use a third option, using steamcmd. So you can use steamcmd to download Windows games on a Linux distribution without using Wine. And then we can just download Morrowind. Now, obviously, you can't play any Windows game, only Windows games that have a separate engine similar to openmw. So basically, Morrowind is all you can do with this method without Wine. So let's get steamcmd. And we are going to find that in the Arch user repository. If you're on another Linux distribution, you need to go to steamcmd's website which we will be going to anyways. So let's go there. And it looks like it is already in the Red Hat Red Hat repositories and the Ubuntu Debian repositories. But if not, you can just wget it and extract it and then run it. But on Arch, it's in the user repositories, so let's just use yaourt and get it. There it is. Okay, so that was pretty easy. So next we need to run steamcmd once, and then we exit out of it. It's going to update, and there we go. Okay, that's done. So next we are going to enter a few commands. One of them we are going to enable the cross-platform download, specifically for Windows, since we want the Windows version of Morrowind. So we are going to use this command. Alright, so now it will force the install of Windows, and now let's set our directory. I've set up a folder called Morrowind for this. Then we are going to use the code 22320. That is the game's ID. So we are going to install the game and validate it. Alright, now we just have to wait for this to download. Alright, so our download is finished. Let's go check to make sure everything looks correct. We'll just type exit here. Okay, everything looks in order. We have the data files and the Morrowind exe. So we can just copy and paste all of this to where we want it, and I'm going to put it in, I'll make a games folder. Alright, looking good. So now let's just let's run openmw and then run its installer, and then we will select where our game is installed. So let's run this installation wizard. Alright, select an existing installation unless you have the CD. Okay, so the openmw launcher will pop up, and that is what we are going to use to start our game from now on. And let's see. Okay, make sure we move Blood Moon below Tribunal. Alright, that's fine for now. Run this settings importer first. Make sure to change Tribunal on top again. And let's hit play. And there you go, we have Morrowind running natively on Linux. I will show how to install mods and configure everything properly later, but yeah, that was a simple tutorial. Let's see if we can start a new game. Now, I knew running it in VirtualBox wouldn't work well. Anyways, it does work, as you've seen on my computer, not on my VirtualBox install. And let's prove that it's not working under Wine. Wine is not installed at all. And there you go. So if you liked the video, thumbs up, and any questions you have considering Morrowind or Linux, ask in the description or in the comments, and I will address them. Thank you, guys.